Oh my God, you guys, I just got done watching When Harry Met Sally. No, it was not my first time watching it, but I swear to God, I don't remember the last time that I did watch it. It was a very long time ago. And the vibes, oh my gosh, it reminds me very much of Manhattan, where they have couples talking in the beginning and then they skip to scenes. And it's so brilliant. Like the writing at the very beginning, well, all the way out, but in the very beginning, you're just like, oh my God, Billy Crystal and Meg Ryan are so good. Mostly Billy Crystal's, all of his stuff is like, it's my favorite. Billy Crystal is more like me, where he's just like...
You ever think about death?
Yes.
Sure you do. A fleeting thought that drifts in and out of the transom of your mind. I spend hours, I spend days.
And you think this makes you a better person?
Look, when the shit comes down, I'm gonna be prepared, and you're not. That's all I'm saying.
He's more the one who comes off as like bitter and resentful and asks more questions about life. And she has a little more vibrancy and isn't totally quite sure of herself yet, especially when they first meet. Except Billy Crystal's character doesn't change that much throughout it. He still has that same point of view throughout the whole thing. Meg Ryan's character changes like a little bit, and I feel like the way that they show their relationship, where they skip years and then they check back in and they skip more years, that it makes you like, if anybody watches this movie, it's gonna make you think like, should I check back in with my exes to see if that's a thing, or is that a bad idea? That's a bad idea. We're not gonna do that. It's just a When Harry Met Sally thing. And for a few other people out there who I feel like this has happened to. Now, here's the thing. He very clearly states that men and women cannot be friends, because the guys will always want to sleep with the women, even if they're just friends.
What I'm saying is, and this is not a come on in any way, shape, or form, is that men and women can't be friends because the sex part always gets in the way.
That's not true. I have a number of men friends and there is no sex involved.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You only think you do.
You're saying I'm having sex with these men without my knowledge?
No, what I'm saying is they all want to have sex with you.
And obviously, I don't think that's true, because I have a ton of guy friends who I have never slept with, by the way. And sure, maybe, I don't know, there's a deep down thing that they might want to sleep with me. I mean, so what? So what if they do? We haven't, and so we're still friends. So I'm like, all right. I don't know what you guys think about that. I would be curious to hear your thoughts. If you guys think that an attractive woman and an attractive man cannot be just friends. I feel like a lot of you are going to answer no, absolutely not. But maybe some of you will be like me, where you're like, I got friends, they're attractive, we don't sleep together, don't want to. Also, when they watch Casablanca, I feel like people who watch this movie now are going to be like, what's Casablanca? What are they talking about? And now they're going to start saying the phrase,
I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
And I feel like they're going to start saying it, but say that they got it from When Harry Met Sally. It's going to be all sorts of chaos. I love the line when Billy Crystal's best friend and Meg Ryan's best friend, who both get together in the movie, they lay back in bed and the girl goes,
tell me I'll never have to be out there again.
And I related to that so much, how I feel like so many people, once they get into a relationship, they're like, oh, please, dear God, don't ever release me so I don't have to go back out swimming with those people. Because dating is rough, we all know it. But also, the other end of the spectrum that they talk about in the beginning of the movie, that they bring a clear light to, that relationships, especially long-term or marriage, isn't always great. There's a lot of not so great aspects about it.
We wanted to live together, but we didn't want to get married, because every time anyone we knew got married, it ruined their relationship. They practically never had sex again.
And then it graduates to realizing more of Meg Ryan's point of view.
I Spy a Family. I just started crying. And I went home and I said, the thing is, Joe, we never do fly off to Rome on a moment's notice. We talked about it for a long time, and I said, this is what I want. And he said, well, I don't. And I said, well, I guess it's over, and he left.
So this movie plays with both sides of being single and not wanting to commit to marriage. And then it also dives into the other side of it, about finding a person that you want to spend a long-term amount of time with. And it shows the heart of both of those sides in this movie, which is very rare, to point out both sides so that no matter the audience, there's going to be one person who's like, yep, I agree with that. And then we'll also probably go with the other side of going like, oh, but maybe this other thing is good too, because that point of view is coming from characters who started at the beginning as one thing and changed throughout the movie. As an audience member, you kind of think like, yeah, okay, I see how they got there. Like, maybe I'll get there one day too. Like, that is what a good movie does. It makes you think and change your mind about life, love, and just everything. Honestly, well, not everything. I hope a movie wouldn't make you change your mind about everything. But a great movie makes you change your mind about certain things in life because you learn a lot and you experience and you go on this journey. And When Harry Met Sally takes you on a journey. The acting and the writing is so freaking phenomenal. And obviously there's classic scenes that everybody knows, especially Meg Ryan at the dinner booth when she fakes an orgasm. And if you haven't seen it, you're way behind.
Oh, yeah, right there. Oh. 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 Oh, God. Oh. Yes. 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 Oh. Oh, yes. 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 Oh. Oh.
I'll have what she's having.
My most favorite part is the end because it is so freaking honest. I mean, he does that run down the street that happens in every rom-com where he's like, I gotta get there before she leaves, I gotta catch her. Except this has a flip. Instead of him saying, I love you, and she just going like, I love you too, and they kiss. The line that she says is,
Say things like that and you make it impossible for me to hate you. And I hate you, Harry. I really hate you.
and we get all of it. We're like, yeah, you hate him. And we understand that him saying I love you and her saying I hate you is like basically the same thing. That is the most satisfying to me because it's the most real. You're running up after me, I'm not gonna be all happy. You've already thrown me through all these different emotions that I've had to sit with at home for months. And then you show up and you just like confess your heart and expect me to just like go along with it, which I super appreciate about this movie is that she doesn't go along with it. She tells him exactly what she's been through and what she's feeling. And like the whole time you're just like, yes, tell him.
You just can't show up here, tell me you love me and expect that to make everything all right. It doesn't work this way.
And then the second she's like, I hate you, she's crying and she's like, I hate you. You're like, I know they're gonna kiss and it's gonna be great.
The first time we met, we hated each other.
No, you didn't hate me. I hated you. The second time we met, you didn't even remember me.
I did too. I remembered you.
If you haven't watched it, you gotta get on top of your stuff, Idiot Army. I love it so much. It's on Netflix right now. It's streaming, so if you got Netflix, you can watch it. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.